Welcome back to the MLG Pro League coverage. Mr. X, Jack Courage, Dunlop. Last match of the night, Jack. It's going to be Epsilon going up. I actually forgot. Oh, against Envy. I don't know why I didn't think of that. It's Epsilon versus Envy here. Last match of the night. It's actually kind of late here. Kind of getting a little bit tired. But Epsilon, you know, they're struggling so far in the lead. You know, Envy, they haven't been the best. I mean, we've seen flashes of, you know, really nice things, but then we've seen them also let teams off the hook. I'm thinking if Epsilon, though, they're going to win one match this week, going to be this one. Going to have to probably take it to a game 5. Let's start things off, though, Jack, with Aqua for Envy. Definitely him and Octane, the two difference makers for this squad. Oh, absolutely. Both these players really coming out in their form in AW. 4 dead already for the boys on Epsilon. If you were wondering where these two teams stand so far in the league, Epsilon sitting at 0-3, struggling to say the least. They gave up one of their closest series. They went up 0-2, they went up 2-0, and then lost in Game 5, Round 11, tossed that one away. Envy right now sitting at 2-1. If they take this series, they will move into the top 3. Yeah, and Octane on your screen right now. He's been the most consistent performer throughout Season 3 thus far, starting things off here. 3-0. He's so good with the AR. I'm excited to see him play this weekend and Dallas. I'll be watching you, Jack. Cast that one all weekend long. 33-0 here in favor of Envy. This is not the start you wanted if you're Epsilon. Absolutely not. Right now I'm on board with Royalty. He was 0-4 to start the game, now sitting at 1-4. Some very shaky shots there as Aqua's able to take him out. Now 8-2 on a 4 streak. He gets cut down there by Nagafen. The push, though, coming from Envy. They have the favorable spawns. JCap is inside the hill. Yeah, Looney trying to make something happen in the hill as well, but JCap off to a great start, putting that good pressure on. I mean, you know, he's a very versatile player. You know, when we talked about back in, I would say, Black Ops 2, JCap primarily just an AR. Then obviously everybody transitions over to Ghost. Ghost, a lot of SMG play, pretty much all SMG play. Then coming out of that game, no, JCap, he's shown he can run an SMG, you know, in Advanced Warfare as well. I mean, JCap just a very good overall player, very smart, gotten a lot better in S&D, definitely the experienced leader here on this Envy squad. Absolutely, and it's really what they need with players like Octane and Aqua to be able to keep them in the game. Let's say they have a poor performance, you know, JCap's going to be the one to be like, yo, don't worry, stepping up, like, you'll be able to bounce back. You're a great player, and every squad needs that. I mean, you think of TP as one that's just always trying to give that positive verbal reinforcement to his team. Right now, though, slowly beginning to peel back at this lead is the boys of Epsilon. JCap, though, picking up the 2-piece, staying alive inside the hard point are a couple players from Envy. Aqua now inside the hill. Yeah, I'm on board with Royalty as he's going to be trying to put the pressure on the hill for Epsilon. Just runs in, able to pick up one. Another player to his left inside the hard point. Not going to challenge right away, but you know, at Season 3 relegation, when I saw this guy play, I was just blown away. The stuff he's able to do, you know, just playing on that high sensitivity, able to make some fantastic plays, and Epsilon going to come within 1 point of tying this one up here. Envy going to bounce back, able to tank that hill. Here at the end, it's going to be Looney. JCap taking the rest of that garbage time. Looney highlighted on your screen. He's going to be up here with Aqua, going to go on board with Aqua, as it looks like 2 players going to be challenging him from the middle as soon as this hill comes up. Aqua able to find the player in P1. He does have help from his teammates. Unfortunately for him, though, the one player who did have his back wound up falling. Looney stayed alive for as long as possible. Envy beginning to flood down towards this glass streak. Can Epsilon hold it off with the bows? Yeah, it's Octane here on the screen right now. He's going to be putting down some shots on the player behind Car. Now, just going to watch this up top jump up, see if anyone can come. It's actually JCap on the opposing side, making some noise over there, just causing a distraction. Now is Octane able to jump into the hill, was able to break that for a little bit of time, but Epsilon able to keep those spawns, able to just keep rotating up through the hill. Remy gonna push straight through it, gonna put down some shots on a player A street after picking up a 2-piece. He's gonna drop, though. Epsilon gonna be able to hold this, it looks like, as Swanee's gonna pick up 1. Still, they're just trying to claw their way back into this game. You gotta wonder, Jack, is that first hill, when they gave up about 35 seconds to Envy, gonna be the difference at the end? At the moment, it definitely is, as Envy remains 15 seconds in the lead. The push coming from top glass wall from the boys on Epsilon. Looney, though, floods through the hard point, able to pick up 1 kill. He winds up falling. 3 players alive now for Epsilon inside the hard point, Matt. They finally have full control.
for me, for Envy, Jack, it's kind of odd. I feel like Looney and Aqua like want to be the same player. I feel like they both want to be that aggressive SMG who just pushes out hills and just gets cut off, but you know, it makes it odd on the rest of the team. I mean, who's going to stay in the hill? I mean, we saw right there, it was actually Aqua who pushed out. Looney was in there second, and then instead of defending the hill, you know, it was Looney who just kind of ran out. See Aqua just picking up some amazing kills here on a 4 streak, 25 and 17.
He ran out of ammo, I think. Yeah, he just, that was disgusting.
But it's going to be odd. It makes the job of JCap a lot harder if he's going to be the one really just committed to the hills. And then Octane as well, you know, with the AR, going to ask him to do a little bit more around the objective as well.
Well, after the first rotation of hills, it still remains a 30-second game, Matt. So as we keep mentioning, that first hard point, first time around, Envy did such an incredible job of holding it down. They went up 33-0. At the moment, that is still the score difference. 3 kills, though, in favor of Epsilon. They're able to break this hard point. Let's see how long they can hold it for.
Yeah, Looney's going to come down through the tunnel. He's going to get 1. Not able to pick up anyone else. Remy was on your screen for a half of a second. He's going to drop Nagafen, trying to make a play over towards Balcony. He's not able to pick up the kills. Royalty would help him out, but it's unbelievable he's able to stay alive that long. 20 seconds left on this hill. Nobody really going to get any good time off of it. Epsilon needs to start rotating, Jack. They need to get control of this next hill. They can't afford to give this up.
Octane winds up falling inside the hill. Looney, though, picks up 2 kills, dies himself. 30-second lead, though, Matt, still in favor of Envy. Now they're getting in the rotation. Remy picking up 1 kill inside the next hard point, but Octane able to hold the hill for his team. Early control, though, going back in favor of Epsilon.
Yeah, Epsilon's gonna hold the hill here at the start. It was actually Aqua trying to get back towards the middle of the map. He's gonna get cut down. It's gonna be Royalty on your screen. Looney gonna pick up a big entry kill. He's gonna dive into the hill now. He's gonna push all the way through. He's gonna just be sitting inside this map's area. And look at this, there's 2 players directly outside him. Not even gonna go back towards the hill. Looney just trying to make a big play. He's gonna be able to get 2 players there. Huge play out of Looney, so smart.
He's been alive this entire time. Nagafen's been trying to chase him inside the science building. He has no idea where he is. Looney just flanked behind him. With the help of his teammate Aqua there, they were able to clean him up. Envy now back in control. 40-second lead. Now, Matt, this might seem really random, but I have a question for you. Do you remember what sensitivity it is that Royalty plays on? 12?
Yep.
Yeah, it's absolutely insane seeing how fast he can spin around. I mean, is that... I mean, I know it's all preference, but at a certain point, it's like, there's a reason why almost everyone plays on like 4 or 3.
I mean, for a game like Call of Duty, you probably prefer a little bit of a lower sensitivity, because I feel like it's more about accuracy.
Yeah.
No, because, you know, you do die pretty quickly. Time to kill is pretty fast. No, previous games that I've played, I've liked really high sensitivities. Like, the max has been like 12, and I've gone up to like 8.
Yeah.
But I feel like for a game like Call of Duty, you want it as low as possible, but if you can control it, which, I mean, Royalty does. I mean, we've seen him do it with an AR. Sometimes he picks it up, and you know, does it definitely with the SMG, as we've seen. If he's able to control it, I mean, it can only be an advantage.
Yeah, I feel like, to a certain extent, it's like, okay, does the difference in sensitivity really give him more opportunities to find kills that maybe he shouldn't when a player spots him early, like before he spots them? But also at the same time, you can kind of see where it would give him an advantage because it could catch some people off guard. Like, some people are typically used to the 4 sensitivity spin around, but here he is 3 times that and can whip on you.
The disadvantage is it's going to be hard to be consistent playing at such a high sensitivity, right?
Yeah.
I mean, you know, some days you're just not going to feel it and it's just going to be off. But I will say, you know, from playing with a higher sensitivity in the past, you always had to just focus a lot more, and it felt like the game was just moving pretty fast, which sometimes, you know, players like that, and it kind of kept me focused on the game. That's kind of why I enjoyed the higher sensitivity, and also I enjoyed the fact that I felt never really out of any gunfight. You were able to just kind of quickly just kind of snap onto a player. So that's kind of how I enjoyed it. I feel like for a game like Call of Duty, though, you know, 3-4 probably where you want to be, and we're going to be on board with Aqua as Envy. Still going to keep branching out that lead. 15 seconds left on the hill, a minute to go. They're going to be up.
Yeah, it's
a little less than 60 here.
It's very close to being mathematically impossible.
Yeah.
Like 1 second off of it. They basically need to hold this next hard point for its entirety. It can't be contested once, and that's already going to be broken there. So as we all kind of expected here, Epsilon struggling. Continues to struggle, I should say. On Solar Hardpoint, losing this game number 1 to Envy. Gotta give some props to Aqua 41 and 31. Looney right there with him at 33 and 33. Octane, though, he might not have the ridiculously explosive game, but he's even. He's got 11 captures. He did all he needed for his team to win. Yeah,
I mean, usually you see a much different stat line out of Octane, playing pretty aggressive around the hills. With 11 caps, 28-29, JCap has a very good game, kind of an underrated game right there. 38 and 26, 10 caps to his name. Aqua, 43 and 33, 5 caps to his name. Looney goes even with 11 caps. Just a very good performance there out of the guys on Envy, and it's going to be game number 1 in Envy's favor, 188-131. Guys, going to go to a quick commercial break. When we come back, we'll have game number 2.